Hello everybody, welcome back to JJ's Garage, episode 5. Today we're going to be doing the cooling system, and I'm pretty sure there's a leak somewhere, because I saw it leaking a little bit. So I got this pressure tester from the Bato Zone. We're going to test out this big. So what I've done so far is in the little tube box, there's one of these. This one's a big tube. We put it in the little reservoir and tighten it. And tighten the rubber down here, create a section. And we're gonna put some pressure in here. And hopefully the coolant will start flowing out of it, and we'll find out where it's coming from. Fix the leak. Let's do it. Okay everybody, drain the old coolant. I'm not sure if you'll see it, but there's a little tab. All you gotta do is get a pair of pliers. That's all. You just twist it. All you gotta do is twist it. And the coolant start coming out. But you be prepared to fix it with the little bucket. Or in my case, a little box. Alright everybody, I took out the coolant reservoir, right in front of the tank. It was sitting about right here. Get just 3 little screws, pick up the hose, clean it out because there's a gunk on the bottom. I'm not sure if you'll see that, but clean it out twice now. But still getting out garbage. So I'm just gonna clean this out real quick, put it back in, and get the next step. Alright everybody, coolant is drained. Now I'm gonna close the petcock up here. Jesus. Sorry everybody. You can't really see it, but it's right here. Little clip in there. Alright everybody, you put the reservoir back in, and we also filled it up to the cold level. Make sure you cook the cold level, not hot, that's kind of bad. And now I got this holding tank for the excess coolant to sit for a second through the system. So go back in. I'm just filling up the coolant to see if we have any leaks. Because maybe there's no leak, but maybe there probably is. There probably is a leak. Alright, so I'm filling done beep up. The guy at Bato Zone said they'll take 3 jugs of these. But I probably still have a little bit of coolant in the block, so probably 1.5, 2, maybe. Scroll done beep up. We're at 203 degrees. Alright everybody, I'm gonna let the car take a little break. It's been out about 10 minutes or so, 15 minutes. But what we did is I took out the air filter right here. There's one little, the intake, I took it off, the one little screw here. And I took out the 2 little sensors, one right here and one right here. I popped it off because there is a brass little fitting right here. Here, I'll take it. Right here, the brass little fitting. What you want to do is while I'll loosen it up before you turn your car on, and while you start running it, I would open up the bleeder valve. It's the top one, not the bottom, it's the top one. And if you see a steady stream of coolant come out, then you don't have any air in it, which is a good sign. And because this car is known for having distributor problems, actually the LT1 in general. I put tinfoil right here, and so I could just guide it out, and I put a pan on the bottom. There's a white thing right there, it's a shine. So I guide out the coolant, and then I recommend buying one of these because it's always a little helpful. Put a link in the description if you want. And let it cycle through. See air bubbles come up, and my car was staying steady around 205 to 203. 205, then start going back down a little bit. Staying steady at 203, which is a good sign that a majority of the air bubbles is going out. So let it cool off, and about half an hour or hour maybe, let it run again and heat up and see if it's good. Okay, buddy. Test the cooling system, and there's a little mishap as it's heating up about 205 degrees. I saw a bunch of smoke start coming out about this area right here. My producer's showing you. Yeah, I was like, bad news. So came back over here, and there was smoke coming out of the beeping radiator. I think my radiator's done broke. So when my engine cooled off, I took off the intake. When the engine is cooled up, I take out the shroud, plastic shroud, and we're gonna check the beep radiator. Cause GG's beeping beep.
Listen here. That ain't working.
Dang it! Look at the people cool it on the beeping ground. It's beeping put right there. Beeping there. Look at the beeping floor. Cool it, beeping everywhere. GG's beep, everybody. The undercoolant went to beeping pan. It went everywhere else except the beeping pan. The hard enough left in GG. Alright, everybody. I let my engine cool off a little bit. It's been like a couple hours. Now my engine, it's basically like 100 degrees. I put the pressure tester in. Now we're see what the beeping shooty is. I think it's in this general area. So I have my producer point the camera right there. Here we go. Oh shoot! Oh shoot! There it is. Come on, like big ol'. Uh-oh. I got me a bad radiator. It isn't good. Alright. You can see the whole big ol' pile on the floor. I'm gonna have to use a whole lot of cat litter. But we found a leak. And now we're gonna take up this whole shroud to replace the radiator. So. Alright, all you little gangsters, here go the Q-Day, his key, Orange's key, Cooper's key. But in all seriousness, I wrote the Corvette back. Let's help my producer, Canopy, and wipe out some of the coolant, kind of light. I wiped the coolant down there. But, here we go. Alright, all you GG skippers. Alright, now that we found the problem, time to drain the coolant. The ice juice is leaking out out of the faucet. Once again, I got my cat litter box on the ground. Put the brand new orange coolant in there. Wait, orange? That's right, buddy. Here you guys have the cold orange. What's that you say? The Don is back in beeping town. Doodle beeping Trump is doing it beeping ready. In Georgia, let's get it done. A big ol' hand. It's in Georgia. No. It's in Alabama, not Georgia. Let's get it done. A big ol' beeping hand. Yeah, Doodle, number one. Let's get back to the orange coolant. Orange ice cube juice. Everybody. Orange coolant, everybody. We got some orange Donald Trump coolant. Oh yeah, my brand new beeping coolant. This is nice ice cube juice. thing so peeping long. It's like 12 o'clock at night right now. But we finally got the stupid shroud off. This thing took forever. There's so many things you have to take off, like screws, bolts. It takes so goddamn long. And all of these stupid little screws from taking out the stupid thing. Now, if I remember correctly, after that, there's 3 bolts on the bottom of the fans. These things right here, on the bottom side. You have to unscrew that. There's a couple screws on this side, up above for the fan, and on that side. And the hardest part about taking off the shroud is, let me just get a camera, Mr. Producer, trying to show the people. See those 3 screw holes right there? Yeah, there's 3 little screws that go right there. They're either 932 or 1/4. I'm not sure. I use 932. The socket wrench. What you're gonna have to do for that is go underneath the coolant reservoir and use a socket wrench and a swivel bit to try and go underneath that, because it is a pain in the butt. By a little dedication, swearing, and a lot of anger, and it'll get it off. So, if you do that, what you're also going to want to do is take off this transmission cooler line using a crow's feet. So this, instead of 2 points contact, it's 1/2. Instead of 2 points contact, this thing that's 5, so you don't strip it, because these things are a real pain in the butt to do. Right there. You're also going to take off this hose up here for the coolant, and then to take it off, you want to take off that side first and lift up, pretty much like vertical, and slip it off, because you have your freon lines right here that are blocking the radiator from coming off. So that's how you do it. Let's get the people. Alright, buddy. My producer just noticed something. He said that last person who peeping did this is such an idiot. He put the screw in backwards and didn't even put it in straight, so this thing is not gonna come out. I was debating on whether to cut it out because I couldn't get the stupid thing out. A little dedication and the screwdriver prying the plastic to make sure it come off. I got it out. No cutting the bolt necessary. Let's get it to pick up the peeping radiator. Alright, buddy. Rise and shine. It's early in the morning. I'm taking out the radiator to put a new one in. So what you're gonna want to do for this is an upper radiator hose, a lower radiator hose, an oil cooler line, a transmission line, and another line. I forget what it's called. But take it out. Remember, for these, you use the crow's feet wrench. It's a 1/2 inch. And this. Pop out this side. And so. Push down. Alright, buddy, I was a little bit wrong. Actually, you have the upper radiator hose, the lower radiator hose, the transmission line, another transmission line, and I'm pretty sure that this is a coolant line. So, just beware that when you take out this, the little screw right there, the bottom one, transmission line, the transmission and the fluids that come out. So I get a pan like this, just to catch some of the transmission fluid. Also, if you're having overheating problems, good chance it's your radiator clogged. So just check out your radiator, because the Corvette's like a catfish. It sucks up air from everywhere, and usually gets stuck in the fan, clogs your fan in the radiator. So just shake your radiator. Alright, buddy. I also want to show you. This is where my leak was coming from. The big old crack down the side. It's a little darker there because of the coolant. Very epic. make sure that when you get your new radiator, you also clean the inside here, because there's gonna be a bunch of rocks, leaves, everything. It's gonna be in the beeping radiator and on the little beeping plastic bait. So beeping, clean the beep it out, or we're gonna have problems. Alright, all your GGs. Now that the radiator is out, all the ice cube juice is out, I'm gonna check my fans. See, I actually did check my fans yesterday. They weren't kicking on. Not a good sign. Not a good sign, I say. So, what you're gonna want to do is over here, you have relays. Now it looks like this normally. I popped it out. Take it off, and then pop off the clip. So, let's test it. The first test we're gonna do is with the voltmeter, like so. And then voltmeter, multimeter, what's the difference? I say. You turn on the voltmeter, make sure it's on a DC V20. Here. You're gonna want to put red over here, the black syntax right here. Red goes right in the middle one, like so. I'm just gonna have to hold it because I can't do it. The black syntax to black, the black goes to ground. And we are getting power. Imagine that. I forgot to tell you guys, but we're actually testing the primary fan, which is this one, to make sure it's good. We got power, and if you don't got power, probably your wiring is a little bad. A couple racks might hit it. But now, since that wiring is good, I got me some black. I believe it's 14 gauge wire, nice and thick, just like I like it. And what you're gonna want to do is actually stick one of the little prongs from the wire in the bottom left, like so. I'm actually gonna hold it. Alright, buddy. Now we got the black wire. We're actually gonna test the fan, make sure it actually works. Like I said, put the wire in the bottom left and I don't know what it's called, but put in the bottom left right here, and if you see, remember, watch out for the spark show. Try to bounce off the little red prong to protect your battery terminal. Okay, this me a little bit of a spark show. Let's see. Oh shoot! Oh shoot! You got power, buddy. Alright, so now that we know that we're getting power, the fans work, we hotwired it. Now we know that the relay is actually bad. It's this little thing right here. Pretty sure you can get my ozone, but gotta go back down to Bato zone and give it a relay. Ooh, everybody! GG the radiator is in! Got my new radiator in, came in today about 5 hours ago. Open the peep and shoot box. I got my 15 tape openers. Get one side open. Oh shoot! Triple please! What the beep? What the state beeping all? You see this, everybody? This thing's all beeping, dead up, and cracked, and garbage. I think I sent me a piece of beeping jug, a beeping lemon. What the beep? Just kidding! Beeping the radiators, right? Beeping there. Everybody's watching, just got pranked. And here's the new radiator. I mean, it's got a couple little dents in it, and top and stuff, but those are performance dents. everything was good except the fitting right here, but that doesn't matter that much. A little thicker, that's, I guess, better for cooling, more coolant, than coolant. So, let's put the people to the people in, big. Alright, everybody, the radiator is in. Fits like a glove. Now it's time to put the cover back on, tighten everything up, and we're good to go. Alright, everybody, the radiator's in. Put the cover back on. Luckily, all it was left was 5 volts, so I think we're good. Back to come undone. All the bolts are in, everything is good. So 5. This side, the 3, putting it in is pretty deep and difficult, so I actually ended up putting the over here. If you look from underneath here, you can see the bolts. There. You can't. Hold on. Alright. Here are the bolts. I ended up just putting them in, going it that way instead of like you see the middle one. It's easier to do this way, but I wouldn't recommend doing it unless you actually have to, like I did. Those bolts are in. It's good. It's all good. The hood. So the radiator, compartment is back in place. Now all we had to do is the coolant and transmission fluid. Also, I did get one of these little relays in this morning, so I'm gonna put it in and see if it turns the fan on. So I'm gonna go get this and install it real quick. Alright, buddy. Don't mind the back there, but everything is good to go. Like I said from last clip, cover it back on, the mirrors in. We put the coolant in it. I didn't want to show you guys because you guys already seen that before, but doing that. Hose beep and popped. I had to put a brand new hose on there. I had to go down to Bato zone again. Got some new clips to make it sure it fits good. But all the hoses are good now. Coolant's in. It's a little hot. We tested it. And I realized it wasn't actually the fuse relay that was making the fans not kicking us. A little bit of fuel on the refrigerant. So what I did was right here. Not many people show you how to do this on a C4 Corvette, so I'm gonna show you. This thing right here, you just twist it off. Like this. And then you pull like this, all the way down. You click it in. You should hear a verbal, like an actual sound go on. And then once that happens, you go into the car, turn the AC on, like this, like so, put it all the way to the coldest thing, blue one, to 60, and put your fans to 10, the highest one. Then you start your car, and after you start your car, you let your car run a little bit, get the operating temperature. Once you get the operating temperature, if your car has free on it, your AC pump will kick on, but mine didn't have any. This part right here will start spinning. Mine is spinning because mine had no free on it or nothing. So I started squeezing it, and it was on. And make sure you squeeze it when this thing stops spinning. And then you stop spinning, squeeze it a little bit. Never mind, my producer just corrected me. When it is spinning, that's you want to squeeze it. When that thing's spinning, right there. You want to squeeze it, it should be in like the 25 to 50 range, try to get towards the middle. But we're good. Now I'm just going to test the cooling system again, make sure both fans kick on, and we're good to go. Alright, everybody. Had this actual spaz out right there. Everything is good. AC is blown cold inside. No leaks. It's all good. Transmission is a little low. I'm gonna change that next episode. Stay tuned. All good. Everything's good. Old Bessie's up and running like a charm, kinda. So stay tuned for the next episode of GG's Garage because changing the training fluid. So we're getting close to the end, everybody. Stay tuned.